I am a 33-year South Irving resident. My wife and I moved here back when Texas Power and Light, some of you may remember that company, was in business in town, and I came here to work in the operations group here. We have $3. Those $3 are a product of Irving schools. That helped to begin our passion for serving in Irving schools. We've served on PTA. I've served on PTA. I've served on the district improvement committees and on campus improvement committees. That is kind of one of the things that helped me to understand a little bit better how our district works. I want you to know that education is a lifelong passion. It's one of those things I want to build into our kids. It's a lifelong passion. So I believe that through service on board, taking the things I've learned as a professional, the business work that I've done, hopefully never having to do crisis management, having done crisis management though, being able to bring the kinds of, I guess, application of the engineering skills I learned in college that so many years ago to this kind of a job. We have a district that has done very well with our finances. There are going to be opportunities for us to look at other things we need to do. One of the things that in answering questionnaires I looked at was, what can we do to help serve our students better? One of the things I believe that we can do is by looking at how can we better prepare, how can we best prepare our students for life. Not every student is going to go to college. What are the things that we can do to help prepare them for life? Because that's what this is about, preparing them to go out and live, to be successful in life, and to function in our society. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I know a lot of you, but it's nice to meet new friends. I'm Dr. Rosemary Robbins, but don't get excited. I can't take out your appendix. Okay? I'm a doctor of educational administration. I've lived in Irving. I didn't even know how long I'd lived in Irving until they asked me on the school board filing thing. I had to add it up. 46 years. I worked for the Irving School District for 25, and I was in Duncanville before that. Got to Irving as quick as I could, and I was a teacher, principal, John Haley Elementary, teacher at MacArthur, Lamar, vice principal at Crockett. I got a path, and then I went to the ad building and became division director of staff development and grant writing. So, great career with the Irving schools. After I left the Irving schools, I started my own business. So I know what it's like to be a small business owner and try to make payroll and stuff like that. I owned a teacher certification program, and we put a whole lot of teachers in the classroom. And Ms. Wadley and I and a number of other people helped me shepherd these children that became teachers to the classroom. My focus is going to be at the campus level. I believe that the students are most important, and that we have to help them achieve the best they can be. And I believe that teachers are our frontline operators. We need to take care of our teachers, and I look forward to using my experience to apply it to the Irving district, where I love and I've spent a whole lot of time. Thank you.
I'm Pam Campbell, and I told Rosemary last week I have her beat. I have 60 years invested in Irving schools. I started school here with 12 years, as did my husband. Put two great kids through school here. They have become college graduates, parents, wonderful citizens of their own communities. I was a teacher, but before a teacher, I started down at the bottom. I thought I wanted to teach PE when I first got married. Found out that wasn't quite my calling, and so I had to do some other things to go and get certified to be a teacher. Had a kid or two along the way. I have some real special passions. Special ed and gifted kids. Now you probably think, what? And I see parents of some of my gifted students. I taught gifted and talented. I taught ESL dual language. I taught them all at the same time. So those are a special population within themselves. However, special needs has become a big thing for me. I have 5 grandchildren, and 4 of them are on the spectrum, and 1 with severe needs. And along this journey with my children, I have learned that school public education isn't doing everything they can do. And I think Irving can be a leader in that. I believe we need to keep the best teachers. I'm sick we lose teachers. I want to keep our teachers. I want to be focused on the classroom. I want the teachers and the students and the parents involved and happy. And I also want to see Irving School District become the very best school district it can be again, like when I started in first grade in 1959. So thank you very much.
I am a mother of 4 my 4 kids have attended Irving High School. They are now, my son's an engineer. One daughter's a CFO. The other one has her own property management company, and she's a broker in charge. And my youngest daughter taught herself website coding in her spare time while she was raising my grandson. I have 7 grandchildren. I have 2 that have graduated from Irving High. 1 graduated 7th in his class. The other one graduated a year early because of the programs available in Irving ISD allowed him to get college credit, and he followed through and discovered he had to take 2 extra classes his junior year to be able to graduate. So I know Irving has great schools, and I'm grateful for that. I am focused on raising the rating Irving has. Irving ISD is in the bottom third of the state in their school rating. I think we can do much better. I know we can. I've proof. I want to enhance the vocational training. Not everybody has the opportunity to go to college for various reasons, and they should have the same consideration and the same program and the same effort that we put into AP programs. And I support teachers as well. I remember the first teacher who told me I was smart, and she was in 3rd grade, and I believed her. And I have done very well. I've always worked, and I am just grateful for the teacher who did that for me. So thank you very much.
Okay, just a little bit about A.D. Jenkins, candidate for district, not candidate, I'm the incumbent actually for District 5. So just a little bit about my background. I've served on the executive board at the YMCA. I've served on the campus improvement committee. I've served on the district improvement committee, as well as the Urban Athletic Hall of Fame committee. I've served on as a committee chair for Lady Bird Middle School, as well as the Citizen Task Force bond. So one thing I want to say that while I'm being challenged in this area for this position because they need a new perspective. In my opinion, new means that something is old or something is stale. So let me bring you current on my accomplishment. Just to let you know, I received the PTA Life Membership Award. That was recently. I received the Urban Character NAACP Fletcher Yates Community Service Award. That was recently. I'd like to let you know that I've hosted 8 consecutive youth summits in the community when you bring all the students together from middle school all the way up to high school and talk to them about alcohol and drugs. You talk to them about drinking and driving. It's close to prom season and graduation season, lots of parties and things. So you just want to connect with them and let them know what's going on about that. The thing, like I said, I mentioned yesterday that I'm most proud of is that I'm the president and the founder of the Big Dogs Youth Organization that spend lots of time with youth in the community and getting them ready for graduation and life beyond that. So, and just to let you know, the Big Dogs Youth Organization will be celebrating the 20th year of service in the community. In closing, I'm not asking for you to elect me, I'm asking you to re-elect me because I earned it.
Hi, my name is Michelle Virgin. I am a candidate for District 5. I do believe that I bring a new unique perspective to a school board. From a professional standpoint of what I do professionally is bring organizations together to get people at the table to work together to achieve a common goal. I am a mother of a Irving ISD honor student at Nimitz High School. She is, that has not always been an easy journey for her because she is also special needs with a spectrum disorder. And it's taken the perspective of having a partnership with her teachers and a partnership with her and constant communication with her teachers to understand that my involvement is very important to her success. So it's an ongoing, not just a one-time thing. I do hear firsthand because I communicate with her teachers that they're the things that they need, the things that they're missing, their voice that's not being heard from the students' perspective. Also, I'm a director of a youth ministry. So I worked with youth and have for the last couple of decades, and so I actually teach seminars and workshops on teaching kids to actually and parents to actually be able to communicate. So really everything that I do professionally and in my private life is to bring people together. And youth and the students are important.
Next up, we got the last district up for election. It's going to be District 6. John DeLorme is not with us today, so Tony Grimes, take it away for us.
Thank you. I am Tony Grimes. I am candidate for District 6 in the school district. I'm a long-time resident in Irving. Been a successful businessman and community leader. In my community leadership, I formed partnerships with the school administration. I formed partnerships with our police department, with our city officials, and as well as businesses in our community. I'm a father of 2. I've got a son and a daughter, and we are all public school educated. My children have successfully graduated college and doing well in their chosen fields of employment. I'm a successful businessman. I've got 2 businesses, Tony Grimes Photography and 29 ULT, and I'm a partner in a 3rd business with Zoom Dry Cleaning in Flower Mound. Y'all didn't know about. Y'all know now, so if you can take some business that way for me, please do. So I've been very successful in business. I am really proud of the award that I received recently, as I always wear my High Spirited Citizens Award to all of my forums. So I'm very appreciative of the city officials and the Chamber of Commerce for allowing me to be the recipient of that award. Irving, in reading achievement, the levels are extremely low. And what I would like to do is build those reading achievements. And my goal is, I've got a plan in place that I think will be able to help move our achievement levels up. Right now, we're listed in the bottom 1/3 in rankings in the Texas school districts. I'd like to flip that from the bottom 1/3 to the top 1/3. Tony Grimes, District 6. Thank you.
Yes, Randy Randall, and I'm District 7, running unopposed. I appreciate the opportunity to serve the last 6 years and look forward to serving the next 3 years. We have a new superintendent that we just hired recently, so I would like to serve one more term to just kind of help her build her team, and I think we have a lot of changes coming up in our district, and all for the better. A lot of them are dealing with what folks have talked about, is trying to really do some things to increase our student achievement, increase our ratings, accountability ratings. So we've got lots of things that we're already working on. I'm born and raised here, graduated from Irving schools, as well as all my kids, and got one niece who lives with me that is in Lamar, 8th grader. So I'm still helping do homework, science projects. And then I've got 3 grandkids in the Irving schools, so I have a vested interest. And after serving on the board for 6 years, I feel like I have 34,000 students and kids that are mine that I want to make sure they get the best education they can. So it's been a pleasure to serve, and thank you very much.